And, I believe that it goes without saying that for this point of time in history, as aligned to the scripture and to the Bible for those who follow and understand God, one thing that we do see is, the things that God hold important or valuable or significant are the things that truly are valuable and significant. You feel me? The things that God finds relevant are the things that are truly relevant. And saying that's the how Elijah, is in the earth right now at this very second, making this recording right here, then I believe that it's safe to say, that for God to be truly honored, in the world at this point of time, it has to be, I think it's pretty evident that, for one, to have to, for one, we have to recognize that the existence and life of Elijah, is not an act of human, will, but rather it's a divine and supernatural, visitation. You feel me? For one. And, for God to be honored, knowing that God is God, whom we so-called, who, God, who we so-called, live our lives ordering and following and, respecting everything. Well, Elijah is from God. Elijah was verified years ago already by the people, and even informally longer than that by the structures, The structure checked off on Elijah years ahead. And people, people checked off on Elijah around the same time. Over time though, things start getting, some people start, missing blocks and leaving out information and doing whatever they had to do in order to result in, them being able to make the best possible, increase, or profit at the expense of the Lord or the light or God and Elijah. So, it's impossible now, at this time in history, to leave, to honor God, but leave out an tremendous event that he is directly behind and responsible for. You feel me? That's pretty much my point. It's impossible to acknowledge God and not acknowledge what he wants you to pay attention to just by the mere fact of it happening, in a way like that. People know God. They're familiar with God, all that they've been following God, and we learned about God, from some of us from when we was born all the way till we growed up, so we've been knowing God for a while. And I would say that, anybody that's, not paying attention, you feel me? Or, trying to, just like, for instance, when the Lord was here, it's impossible for Jesus Christ to have been, a regular man, because he said that he was, the Lord. He was the Son of God. And he was telling the truth. They didn't realize it until after, they crucified him, but he was telling the truth. So it's impossible for the Lord to have been on the same type of standard as the average man. You feel me? In that way. And so, Elijah being from the Lord, I think it goes without saying that, we can't honor God, without acknowledging the reality, of the things that God finds important or significant. There's no way to, you can't, love God but hate what he loves. You feel me? In a way. It's like, you can't love God, but simultaneously at the same time, hating what he loves and hate what he appointed and hate what he finds, what he values and what's important to him. It just, it's not, it just doesn't make sense.